Open the eyes. You have a go. Welcome to Earth.
And action!
This is my friend and idol, Peter DeLuise, our great director. And this is the first video shot I have ever taken in my life.
Really?
Yes, it is.
You're doing a great job. I mean, I'm barely out of focus at all.
Now, see, that's rude. I hate that.
This is Jack Osterbach, who is head of our craft service, and also he's the guy that looks after us if any of us get hurt.
Hey.
Hey.
Can I see your scar?
No.
What generally is the craft service guy's responsibility?
Basically, it's first aid, emergency first aid, and providing munchy food for the crew between meals.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. This is the best part I've ever had.
It was most satisfying.
This is Dan Shea. He's the stunt coordinator on Stargate SG-1, and he is one of the best in the business.
Hey, Silent.
Just seems to be that whenever you're working with Richard Dean or Greenberg or any of these guys, it's always big action adventure stuff. So that makes it more interesting. So we have people being air rammed all over the place. We're having them ratcheted all over the place. We're having them set on fire, for the most part on purpose. And just generally, you're doing feature stuff every week for episodic, and it's very, very interesting. It's hard work, but it's very stimulating and a ton of fun. Very enjoyable.
Forget to change light bulb, Siler?
It's not my job, sir. Yes, sir, light bulb. Very amusing.
You're also one of the recurring characters on the show. What does it do to your head when you've got a day in which you've got to play your character of Sergeant Siler, and then you've got a stunt coming later on in the day?
Well, I think the people have demanded that. There's been such a groundswell throughout not only this planet, but I think there's been faxes from other planets that this character has touched such a nerve in all of us, the everyday guy, like the common kind of a chump in each and every one of us. And it's almost like Beatlemania, in a sense, that this one little day player with like one line every 8 episodes could touch the hearts and souls and minds of all these people all over the world.
Just tell me the minute we can send a probe through.
That'll be 24 hours, general minimum.
Captain Carter and Colonel O'Neill do not have that long.
I'll give you half that.
No, sir, it doesn't work that way. 24 hours is the best I can do.
And you'd better get back to it.
Yes, sir. Come on, let's go.
I don't want to blow my own horn and say it's an extraordinary performance each and every week, but it's pretty much an extraordinary performance each and every week.
Major.
You're kidding.
Now I'm talking to Bill, and he is the man that makes our monitors work for us on the show. And he's got probably the most difficult job of all, because he's got to deal with the finite time limits of the video that's been shot. Duke, do you recognize any of this?
I do not, General Hammond.
Nope. Neither do I.
The actors are sitting there and they're typing away, they're pretending they're doing their thing. And, meanwhile in the background, you're actually the one that's hitting the keys and setting it up.
Shouldn't there be a memo on this stuff?
And a lot of times you're dealing with, 12, 13, 14 monitors.
So it's a stressful job, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets intense.
What is it?
Martin is our sound mixer here on the second unit. He's our boom operator on first unit. So he's a guy that wears multiple hats. He can do it because he's brilliant at every task he's given.
Care to share?
Don, I've never seen you without your pants on.
Oh my God.
It's awfully chilly in here.
I'm gonna cut this now. This is Tom Wells. Tom builds a set for a major feature film every week.
Have you heard of IKEA?
Tom, tell me something. What's the most difficult thing about having to handle a show this large and meet the schedule you're on?
I don't think there's any one thing that's difficult. It's just the holding the whole thing together. And all at one time. I mean, oftentimes we have 6 or 8 episodes going at a time, and just keeping them all in position and track of money is probably the biggest challenge.
Lynn is our locations coordinator, and Jamie is her #1 assistant. What's the fondest memory, other than getting to spend every day with Jamie, that you're going to take away from the show?
The fondest memory, I think it's when we're out on location and, you know, Mike, Rick, the boys are complaining about the air traffic. And we make the pretend call into the tower and then all the planes stop.
What is your favorite moment?
Was when I got to be a Tok'ra.
You've done something with your hair.
This is the office of Peter Delaney, who is a creative consultant for our show, one of the writers on our show, and as you have learned earlier, one of the finest directors in the business. I'm going to break into his office. They've locked me out of his office. Let me in. Let me in. This gentleman here is Peter's first assistant director. His name is Alex Pappas, and he and I have known each other for a great many years.
A long, long time.
And one time we actually ate escargot and grits in the same meal.
Excuse me?
We're coming to the cubicle of our creative force, the fabulous writing team, Joseph Malazzi and Paul Mully, and their plaything Muse.
Come in, Don. Come in.
I'm going to
into
come
our
in.
spacious cubicle and witness the creative
What
process.
is this?
This is the big season finale we're working on now, the outline. We have 3 acts so far. So it's a very special 27-minute episode of Stargate right now. But we'll come up with 13 or 14 more minutes. We had 5 acts, but we lost one sometime over the course of the day.
Wow. That's, ambitious.
As sort of a writer
Yes.
on staff, you get certain perks.
All of a sudden we find items of interest. Now, what's the significance of this display
What inspiration
of
do you draw
sculptures?
from your Simpsons dioramas?
Yes.
How does that help you write episodes of Stargate?
What's your fondest moment on the show?
Other than working with you, my fondest moment is when the repartee and the fun that we have on the show. Sometimes it gets out of hand, you know, and I have to corral some of the actors like school kids, but the crew is very professional and they kick major butt. And you know, I'm happy to be a part of this, you know, high quality, enthusiastic, fun, passionate bunch.
Let me just say it's been a pleasure serving with all of you.